As promised, joining us now for the very first time in The Loft is the incredibly gifted and talented theatre performer, singer, actor and performing artist, Byron Steve McKeith. Welcome to The Loft.
Thank you so much.
Now listen, I don't think I've ever seen someone with as flawless skin as you do. I can't even see a pore on your face.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
No, not only are you bringing just your absolute beauty onto Afternoon Express's Loft, but you're also bringing your talents. Now, you've had such an incredible journey within entertaining. I mean, tell us about those early days of you on stage.
I think, you know, it all came back to my mom and dad being quite instrumental in my journey, and they sort of supporting me throughout and just being there throughout, you know, and just sort of making sure that we are doing what we love. And I thank God for them, for sort of being in my life, and I couldn't have done it without them, you know. But it started back in the day, grade 2, to be honest. I went to go watch Hansel and Gretel.
That's so cute.
And I was watching the show, and right there and then I knew this is what I want to do. I was sitting next to my teacher, holding her hand. I was like, what is this? Because it was quite intimidating. And after the show, the characters jumped into the audience and we could meet them afterwards. And I went to go put up Hansel and Gretel in my room.
Wow.
And that's where it started, and I think I can still see it like it was yesterday. You know, it's amazing, and I've just been going for it every single day. It's amazing.
It's also very interesting for me to see the growth and expansion in different artists, especially post-COVID-19. I mean, of course, people are still battling with the disease and its after effects, but we have seen a lot of peaks, a lot of pitches and falls, people stumbling along the way. You had an opportunity not only to experience those highs and lows, but one of the highs was you walking away with the Fleur de Cap Achievement Award. What does an accolade like that mean for you?
I think it's just such a rewarding experience, because I didn't expect it at all. And to get that sort of recognition from South Africa, it just shows you that you are doing something right. And to me, it's always been about showcasing how amazing God is, because it's His talents that we have to showcase.
So tell us about the Fleur de Cap Achievement Award. What is it all about, and what does it give like a salute to?
Yeah, so I did the musical Cats at the Baxter Theatre, which was part of my sort of final examination. And I was working quite hard. It was during COVID, you know, it was a tough time. And we were doing the show with masks during rehearsals, and obviously taking it off. It was such a, even though we were vaccinated, everybody was vaccinated, it was such a scary moment, you know. And I remember that I was just so excited to step back on stage, because it's been nearly 2 years. And then when I got the call to say, hey Byron, you've been nominated for the Fleur de Cap, I was just so amazed, you know. Just being nominated on its own is something amazing that every actor or a musical performer is working towards, because it just it gets judged by an esteemed panel of judges, and this just shows you, or it tells you, that you are doing something right, you know. And on the night I went, not with the intention of winning, because to me I was already a winner just by
being nominated.
Exactly. And then I was fortunate enough to walk away with the award, and it was just, again, you know, just a thing of you doing something right, and this is what you need to be doing with your life. So very excited to see what's next with that little feather.
And not only that, it can open up a world of possibilities. It's that pat on your back that I think everyone needs. A lot of people say, you know, I don't do what I do because for the accolades, for the awards, for what is under my name, but it doesn't hurt. It certainly doesn't hurt.
It doesn't, yeah.
Now, something else that just springs to mind every time I hear your name is Espana. One thing about you, you will take us international, baby. Just tell us a little bit about the work that you do, your ventures overseas.
Yeah. It was my very first time going abroad on my own. And again, another thing that I sort of put out into the universe, saying that after I study, or, you know, working in the industry, I would love to work abroad. And not knowing how and where how I'm gonna get there. It just sort of just came about. So I was doing shows in resorts in Spain every night. I was doing a solo show, and I was fortunate enough to have work, and that was for me very important. But also because it is a tourist destination, it's amazing because you get to experience everything for free, basically, because you're working and traveling at the same time.
So not only are you a singer, actor, performing artist, but you also love yourself whipping it up in the kitchen.
I do.
Yeah, I hear that you are, you know, somewhat of a culinary foodie. Tell us all about that, and can we expect those talents in the kitchen today?
Definitely. I think they all sort of fall under the same umbrella, you know, all artistic and being creative. One of my latest things that I tried was croissant.
You tried a croissant?
So I tried it, yeah, and it's quite time-consuming, to be honest with you, but it's so worth it. It's so worth it.
No wonder we ran out of all the butter in my local supermarket.
Yeah. So
brilliant. Okay, well, we're definitely going to be putting that sweet tooth to the test and giving you some incredible recipes for you to try with your family over the Christmas holidays.
I'm so excited.
So keen. Now, don't go anywhere, Mzansi, because after the break, we head right into the kitchen to make that delectable 5-layer chocolate truffle.